Here with Underwood quarterback Alex Ravlin. Alex, pretty crazy game there, 28-20 victory over Kuemper here on the road. You guys are Class 1A District 8 champs. Just give me your thoughts on that game.
It's really nice to win back-to-back. Like the coaches preached, I don't think we've ever done it in Underwood history, so it just makes it a little bit sweeter when we're able to put our names in the record book.
Talk about that first half. You guys really struggled to get the ball going. What was going on there in the offense?
I think our line came out a little slow, but credit to them. The second half, they were moving people. We were getting a great push. All of the running backs in the second half really stepped up, and that just opened things up across the board.
What was the attitude at halftime, going into the break, going into the locker room there? What was the message of the team, and you guys were able to come out firing?
Obviously, nobody was happy with the first half results, but it's always a two-half game, so we knew we had to come out. We had to get each other fired up and put on a show.
Talk about that second half. You were able to hook up with Josh, obviously, twice in the game. You were also able to hook up with Mason Boothby. Yep. Just talk about the overall offensive performance in the second half.
Yeah, I do a great job at throwing it out there, and I can trust my receivers across the board. So if I'm putting my balls in the receivers' hands, then I can just trust them in what they're going to do.
Talk about the connection with your brother. Has to feel pretty special. 2 huge touchdown passes. Just talk about the way you guys are able to build that chemistry over the season.
Yeah, my mom's going to be happy about that one. She's always telling me why am I not targeting number 1 more? But I think she'll be happy with the performance, and I think Josh will be too.
Talk about you guys on the defensive side of the ball in that second half, able to shut down Kuemper for the most part. Just talk about trying to contain DJ Vanami, the way he was able to break the pocket, and just how you guys were able to do that in the second half.
Yeah, he's a great player. He has great arm strength, natural arm strength, great field vision. So we just wanted to contain him. He's tough when he gets out of the pocket. He's got so many options down the field. So we were just trying to Ritter preached on filling holes and finishing plays.
You guys are now 8-0. You cap off a perfect regular season. Talk about this game, though. You guys hadn't been challenged since week 0, essentially. So what was the message to the team coming into this game, knowing you guys would be in a battle?
It's always we want to get better every single week and step up every single week. So through practice, we've been preparing ourselves. We do good on good at practice, so we really wanted to step up to the occasion, and it's nice to have a tough play before the playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs are looming. Obviously, you'll find out the pairings tomorrow morning, but just talk about kind of what you guys are going to continue to do, what you guys are going to work on as the playoffs approach.
I'm sure we're going to head into film, and we're just going to polish up the team a little bit. Kuemper played great tonight, so they exposed a lot, so there's going to be a lot to learn from this.
What are the goals as you guys head in the postseason?
For my goal, I need to make it past the quarterfinals. I'm 0-2 there so far, so that one looms on my head a little bit, and I just want to step up to that next challenge.
All right, Alex, congrats. Thanks.
Yep, thank you.
Here with Underwood head coach Nate McHaleson. Coach, you guys are Class 1A District 8 champs, coming on the road, beating Kuemper 28-20. Just tell me your thoughts on that game.
That was an intense game, hard-fought game. We talked this week to our guys about, this is kind of the start of the playoffs, because this felt like a playoff game. And that's a really, really good team. And we found a way to regroup a little bit in the second half and make just enough plays and then came out on top.
What happened in that first half? You guys really weren't able to move the ball at all. What was going wrong there?
Running game. Couldn't get the running game going. I thought they came out with a really good defensive plan. I thought they brought, whether or not they brought pressure, I don't know, but they got some pressure on the quarterback as well. Alex made one really good throw in the first half, and that was our touchdown. But other than that, they really kind of held us in check. We were second and long a lot of the first half. So made some adjustments just in blocking schemes in the second half. Got our run game going, which I think opened up the rest.
It certainly seemed like you guys came out in the second half with a lot of fire, too. What was the message to the team at halftime?
The message at halftime is that, we were the district champs a year ago, and until somebody takes it away from us, we're still the district champs. And so the message was, at half, they wanted the district championship more than we did. And what were we willing to do to keep it? Again, we made some adjustments. The kids did a great job, battled all second half, and, pretty complete team effort there in the second half.
Talk about your senior quarterback, Alex Ravlin. You mentioned he made a really good throw there in the first half, but the second half he just shined on the ground game, throwing it deep. Just talk about him and his leadership in that second half.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, leadership. He started a lot of games for us, played in a lot of big-time football games, and I think that showed in the second half. I think his maturity, the way, he's a calm kid, and he doesn't let too much affect him, and I think that was big for our team in the second half.
Talk about that big shot to Mason Boothby there late in the game. You guys were running it right down their throat, but you just took a shot to the end zone and it worked out. What was behind that call there?
We just kind of talked about it on the headsets. I think we either had a 2nd and short, or maybe it's a 1st and 10. I can't remember. We thought we had a decent matchup over there. At the time, I think we were ahead 4, and we thought maybe if we could take advantage of that matchup and put a ball where Mason could get it, we could make it a 2-score game, and big time throw, big time catch.
You mentioned earlier in the week in your interview that you knew Vanami was going to be able to get his the Kuemper quarterback, DJ Vanami. He seemed to do that, but you guys were able to contain him there in the second half. What went into that?
You know, honestly, we tried to keep him in the pocket. He still got out of the pocket some. He's a heck of a player, a great athlete, a big, strong kid, heck of an arm. He's going to be a real problem in the future for anybody. And, you know, we just tried to limit him as much as we could. Like I said, he's an excellent player. And, you know, like I said, I think he's going to be a problem. And we just had kids keep fighting, and we're able to just make enough plays.
So you guys are now moving into the postseason. You cap off a perfect regular season. Just talk about what the message of the team is going to be after you find out your pairing, obviously tomorrow morning, but what you guys are going to work on next week in practice.
We'll just, you know, fine-tune some things. Obviously, there's going to be some things that we see from this film that we've got to make corrections on. I guess the message after the game was, you know, now it's no room for error. You know, you know, what we did in the first half could very well get you beat in a playoff game. So we've got to come ready to play. We've typically been a fast-starting team. We were not one today. We need to get that back on track and keep moving forward.
What are the goals going in the postseason?
Win one game at a time.
All right, thanks, Coach. Congrats.
You bet.